Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Je...
Vos billets, s'il vous plaît.
Ouais.
Allez-y, merci.
Yeah, I'm trying to guess, but
Yeah, maybe.
I have no idea.
In Austria.
Yeah, Austria, how much? 1 day?
Oh yeah, 1 day to go, and then 1 week in Austria, and then 1 day to go back.
Free.
Oh, definitely, yeah. If you want, you can take a train from Vienna, and you can go around like the wineries. You can like try all the different schnapps.
first class and the business class are located in section B. The part of the train in section 8B.
München.